Just going to say, I'm going to say we're at Thetis Lake here at the Harriers Gunnar Shaw Cross Country Memorial, and I'm going to ask Bob to, if I'm going to just ask you if you can give a brief history of Gunnar Shaw, and then what does the Gunnar Shaw mean to you, why is it so important? You know,
Okay.
Go from there. How's that sound?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. So give me three and then.
All right.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, and action.
Hello everyone, welcome to Thetis Lake. Today is going to be the Harriers Gunnar Shaw Cross Country Classic. And today we have the founder and race director of Gunnar Shaw is Bob Reid, and we're just going to ask Bob Reid a couple questions. Thanks for coming, Bob.
You're welcome.
Bob, could you give us a brief history of Gunnar Shaw, and then could you tell us why, what does Gunnar Shaw mean to you and why is it so important?
Okay. Gunnar was really a pioneer. He was a marathoner in Victoria before the marathon boom happened. He was running in the 220s, he was on the national team, and he really started the whole running scene in Greater Victoria. In fact, he started the Prairie and Harriers Running Club. He was a founding member. There was 3 of them.
Yes.
And now we have over 800 members in the club, just from Gunnar's initial one. Unfortunately, we lost him in a car accident in 1984. And he and Alex Marshall, myself, were sort of running buddies. He actually taught me all I know about running. And that next year, we started this race in his honor. And it was primarily to raise funds for bursaries and scholarships in the Greater Victoria area, charitable projects, community projects, athletes assistance, and over the 29 years since Gunnar passed away, and I've been directing the race for all 29 years, we've raised $270,000, and we have 7 major scholarships at both Camosun College and University of Victoria, spanning a whole range of athletics, cross-country, computer science, dramatic writing, arts, medical research. There's just a number of initiatives that have come forward that we've been able to help through the proceeds of the race. And then after the Gunnar Shaw started in 1985, we initiated the Thetis Relays, which you ran a couple of weeks ago on Remembrance Day, and it's also a fundraiser that helps with our foundation account, which is the Gunnar, primarily the Gunnar Shaw one as well. And then 10 years ago, we added the Stewart Mountain, and I know that you signed up for that one, and it's up out there in the clouds somewhere. It's a 10-miler. It's probably the toughest of the 3. So we start everybody with a 5-kilometer. Today is a 10, and 15 kilometers or 10 miles is the final one. But as far as Gunnar goes, he was a member of Lionsgate Roadrunners in Vancouver, and they have a Gunnar Shaw race, which is coming up next weekend at Jericho Park. The National Cross Country Championships are there today as well. And we'll probably lose 20 or 30 runners to that event from today. We'll be well over 300 registrations. Weather's a little bit damp, that might discourage a few people from coming out. But you know, Gunnar was a character runner, and he really enjoyed these trails. So we tried to design the course that was him. And he would take Alex Marshall, myself, and a smaller group of Harriers, we only had about 10 in the club when we first started, out here every Saturday morning. And I've been coming here for 40 years, every Saturday. And you know, and part of it is what Gunn taught me, and we try to make the course as technical or not difficult, but challenging. So everybody is not going for a time, they're going for an experience. And you know, the trails out here, if you want to run fast, you go to Elk Beaver. But here you have to be a bit more cautious, a little bit more strength training. But you find, you know, some of the most elite runners use these trails as well too. Like Bruce Deacon and John Brown, Olympians, and Simon Whitfield, they train out here regularly. And they use the uphills to run hard to build strength. And then they use the downhills and the flats to recover. But you'll frequently see them charging all the ups here because there's a lot more variety in terrain. So, you know, it's for every runner, right from the Olympian to the casual once-a-week runner. People walk, people run, people enjoy themselves. They're in puddles over their shorts, and they're walking through, and they're laughing and smiling and joking till they get out, and then it takes a few minutes for their feet to thaw out, and they're back at it again. But that's the type of event it is, and that's the type of race that Gunnar would have liked. And when I go, my ashes will be spread on the trails, just like Gunnar's as well. And we're going to just continue on the tradition with cross country at Thetis Lake Park because, you know, we just love this park.
Yes.
And we've done a few other things, like we helped the Land Conservancy buy a piece of property, $333,000 we raised to extend this park and join it with Mount Work.
Yes.
There's the Thetis Lake connector, or the connector that goes from the top of Stewart Mountain over to Mount Work, and all that was private land, and we helped the Land Conservancy, and that would have been about 9 or 10 years ago.
Yes.
But if people want to go to our website, the Harriers, pih.bc.ca, and click on the foundation report, you'll see all the 65 projects that we've helped initiate, all the scholarships, bursaries, the charitable events, are all shown there, and from the first one, which was Gunnar's for athletics at UVic, and John Thipthorpe is another one in computer science, and both of those are well over $20,000 now. So the interest of 1,000 or so generates a scholarship forever.
That is outstanding.
And
that is outstanding.
we really appreciate helping young people with their education in sports, in a variety of subjects.
Very good. Oh, that's great. I'm so glad you were here and explaining it to us. And what a history, and thanks for all your efforts, dude.
You're welcome.
Okay, Bob.
Good luck today. Have a good run.
Thanks
good luck.
a lot, man.
Have a good good luck to both of you.
Thanks,
All right.
Bob. That was really good. We're going to get that on the website. We'll let you know.
Okay.